Ready to do this. You ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
You are now listening to Straight from Hollywood podcast.
Put a beat on.
Straight raw, man.
You can't put a beat on?
Straight raw.
Put a beat on.
Free. We finally got the beat. The Hollywood sound make you feel like celebrity. Mama, I finally made it. The stars is in the street. That's when you land at LAX and you finally get to see. Sheesh, it's the women, weather, and we. You hit that loud pack and you probably forgot to breathe. BP's and jeans, they simply recruiting me. That's why we 824 and we ballin', that's word to beam. The hustle came from Nick, but we rollin', that's word to me. Straight from Hollywood podcast, you came to see.
That is my dog right there. Shout out to my dog, Collinsville Neek, for doing that intro song for me. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Straight from Hollywood. I am your host. They call me at BP. You call me at BP the Genius. You can call me Brandon. Whatever you want to call me, it don't matter. But we here right now for another episode. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. I want to thank all of my subscribers. I want to thank everybody who commented on the last videos and podcasts that we put up. I want to thank everybody for retweeting, resharing, and doing all the above and talking about it and just kind of spreading the word. I do feel it already. I know it's a little bit, but I do feel it. Thank all the subscribers, everybody who pressed subscribe to watch more of our episodes. So we back with another special episode. I'm fortunate enough to call one of my good friends, and she was actually very, very busy. She's got a very busy schedule. You've seen her all over television. You've seen her in movies. And I hit her up and I was like, can you come through and do the podcast for me? And she was like, no doubt, I got you. She was like, I got you. Say less. So before I introduce her, I want to shout out my sponsors real quick because sometimes I will forget those, but I cannot forget them. They're my most important. I got to shout out my sponsor. Shout out Don Julio. 1942 is what we're drinking on right now, so shout out to you. Yeah.
Well.
All right. Yeah.
I had some earlier and I done switched it up.
That's all right. So shout out to my sponsors, 1942, for doing that. And without further ado, I want to welcome my very good friend, my sister. We've been knowing each other for a very long time. I call her a very close friend of mine. And every time she's on screen, I always take a screenshot or a video or something. Always something, and I try to repost it to let her know like I'm really proud of her and to keep going and to say we see her success. So if you're watching, you can see who it is, but if you're listening and don't know who it is, I'm talking about my really good friend, Miss Quin Walters, all the way from Chicago. Shout out to Quin Walters in the building, y'all.
Chi-Town in the building.
Yeah, Chi-Town in the building. Quin is in the building.
Yes.
Quin, thank you.
I'm here. No, thank you for having me, B.
I really appreciate it.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
You know I'm gonna come out if you call me. Like it's nothing.
Word, I really do appreciate it.
Yes.
We here Straight from Hollywood, we don't really care. We don't really have a filter here. Only when it comes to, I guess, like certain things that are whatever, but for the most part,
things that are whatever.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to get like.
You don't want to offend anybody.
Exactly. When it comes
you
to
want to speak freely.
We're not
respectfully.
Here. We're not trying to offend nobody.
Right.
We're trying to talk and speak respectfully and just really like put ourselves out there and let everybody know like what's going on and give everybody the raw and the real straight from Hollywood.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So if you don't know who I'm talking to right now, I am talking to, you have seen her on a Medea Family Funeral. She played the character of Renee. You've seen her on The Have and Has Nots. With Tyler Perry, she plays the character of Gia. And most recently, her most work that you can see right now, actually on BET Plus is Tyler Perry.
BET.
It's on BET?
BET.
But I thought BET Plus was and all that. And
you know what? I haven't been on BET Plus, so I cannot confirm or deny if you can catch it on there, but I know it's on BET.
Okay. All right. Okay, perfect. Man, she is all over television. She's on a very, very popular show right now. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Check your local listings. House of Payne. Tyler Perry's House of Payne. And my gosh, this show has been on for a few seasons, and for you to jump on the season with a lot of seasoned veteran actors and things of that nature, like, I mean, when I mean season, I mean like people who've
Been in the game
for a minute because, you know, Keisha Knight Pulliam's on there.
Oh my gosh,
you know what I'm saying? And then you got a host of other people that Tyler Perry know and he brings through. So working with those people, how is it like literally like working with Tyler Perry and working with his people being on set? Can you tell people what that's like? Can you give us like a little insight, just as much as you can?
As much as I can. Listen, every time I go to work, it's like, you gotta have your A game ready because these people don't play. Like you said, Keisha Knight Pulliam, she's been acting since she was 4 or 5 years old. Yeah. Cosby Show, and all the work that she has done over her career. I work with Lance Gross. He's an accomplished actor, and Cassie Davis, LaVan Davis. These people, their resumes are crazy. Like they've done stage, they've done film, TV. So. For me, I'm just like, let me, you know, do my best. Yeah. You know, you just want to step up to the plate, and you know, working with Tyler, he's a fast worker. You know, it's no secret. I heard that. It's no secret. He made Acrimony with Taraji P. Henson and our girl Brisha Webb in like 5 days or something like that.
I heard. So he really does do like one take.
Yeah, I mean,
1 or 2.
We're moving fast. Okay, so it varies. For real? But there have been times where it's been like, that was great. Like, let's move on. And we're like, okay, we just did one take. All right, let's move on. Like, if he's satisfied, he doesn't need you to run it into the ground. He's like, that's good. Y'all came, y'all ready, y'all are prepared. We can move on. And so it feels so fast because Hollywood is a slow industry. Like when it comes to how long it takes to shoot an episode, how long it takes to shoot a film, all of these things take months sometimes. But we're in and out.
He's able to really like spit them out really quickly.
That's his machine. That's his business. That's his. You know, that's his success essentially because he's able to work on so many different things simultaneously. He gets it done. He pumps them out. Like, the work is done. You know what I mean? He gets the work done. And he's super cool.
You gotta respect that.
He's the only one doing it like that.
It also helps when you got your own studios too.
It helps when you got your own studios when you don't have to answer to anybody. It's all you.
It's all you.
You say what goes. You say what stays. It's your equipment. It's your lighting. It's your cameras. It's your everything. It's your.
You call the shots,
man. So he does, and he's a super down to earth person, like really, really sweet and generous, and he's hilarious in person. But he don't play. Like
I know.
He is the captain of the ship. I am the captain now. Tyler is the captain. Okay. So we just know that we just come ready to work. We get the work done, and it's always fun and it's dope.
Wow. Anything special or fun you can tell us about the campus? Anything that what's your favorite? I know the Dream Building is a big favorite for everybody. Is that
the Dream Building is dope because the Dream Building is multi-purposeful. So it's where you get your hair and makeup done. It's where he has all the famous pictures of all of the celebrities he's worked with. I'm actually on the wall.
Yeah, shout out to the wall.
I might not be a celebrity, but I'm on the wall.
No, you are. What are you talking about? You might not be a celebrity. You are.
We had this discussion.
I'm talking to greatness right now. What are you talking about?
I receive it. I receive it, but I can still go to the grocery store and ain't nobody asking for the autograph. But it's cool. It's not about that.
That's just an LA thing though.
I know.
That's an LA thing. I promise you it is. People don't do that out here. Like and that's why people.
That's true.
That's why people live here. It's because
people don't sweat you.
You don't get sweaty. Cool. You know what I'm saying? If Tom Brady went to the grocery store, he might get approached by maybe like 3 or 4 people, but it ain't like a mob.
It's not a mob, and that's true, and that's cool. Like I'm not in it for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, the Dream Building is phenomenal. It's awesome. We take pictures up there all day, and he has a bunch of different sets on the Dream Building. But the whole facility is crazy because it's like over 300 acres of property that this man owns, and that we got shuttle buses running through, and he has different housing on campus and
that's cool.
real homes that he's built from the ground up that are stage homes, but they are functioning homes. Like I had bumped into one of the stoves and the damn stove started ticking, and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I was like, it's on. He's like, yeah. He was like, it's a real stove. He was like, everything in here is real.
Yeah.
And I was like, Tyler, I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, everything works. The water works, the plumbing works, the electricity, everything works.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was phenomenal because, on sets, everything is fake. Everything is a facade.
Yeah.
And, they only make it work when it needs to work for camera. But he's building real homes with real everything. And that, again, it's his property.
And you know what? That's what sets him apart. That's really what makes him stand out. Absolutely. Because nobody was buying, and it was like an army base.
It was a Confederate army base.
Come on.
Back in the 1800s.
Come on, a Confederate army base.
Purchased all of it.
That's amazing.
And
shout out to
black man on Confederate land running things.
Yeah, shout out
running
to
Atlanta. Like shout out to Tyler.
Shout out to Tyler Perry. Now I know, I've been fortunate enough to actually, see your work in progress and things of that nature. What were some defining moments, I guess, for you when you said, okay, this is really happening, like this is really taking off? Because, it's a grind. It is a hustle. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And not a lot of people understand and know that. Mm-hmm. But for the people who get it and the people who know and they master it, I'm calling you a master. It's what you mastered that. You know what I mean? That art of learning how to book. Like, can you talk to us about, or just tell us maybe a point in your career where it was like, yes, this is working, this is it?
You know what? And this is probably not gonna be the moment that it should be.
Okay, understood.
Like, this is what I'm about to say. It's probably not gonna be what you're asking for, but in my mind,
okay, yeah, okay.
At that time, I was in college. And I was a theater major.
Yep.
And I booked a film. Now, I was in rehearsals for Twelfth Night, which is a Shakespeare play. Okay. And I was one of the lead characters in that. And I had an understudy, and it was like gonna be my biggest theatrical role in my theatrical career.
Okay.
Up to that point. Uh-huh. So it was really big. A lot of weight, a lot of lines, all of that, and Shakespearean dialogue.
Yeah.
So I had an audition for this film, and I go to the audition, I do it, I leave, I forget about it. Week later, I get a call from my agent, you booked the part. Fantastic. When does it shoot? The exact same days as 12th Night.
Right.
So now I'm mortified because I worked really hard to get that role in 12th Night, but I also, killed my audition and I booked this role in this feature film. Yeah. And this will be my first supporting role in a SAG feature film, and I'm in college. Mm-hmm. So for me, I'm thinking like, first of all, I have to figure out how I can do both. Yeah. Let's just start there, because I'm not giving up 12th Night, and I'm definitely not giving up this film.
Right.
So I'm in my mind, I'm like, how can I do both? So I go to my director of 12th Night, and I'm like, listen, I booked this movie, and I'm really excited about it, but it may shoot, and that was the thing about it, it may shoot the same days as the play, but I don't have a confirmation. I want to do both. Can I, still remain my character and, just hope they don't conflict? I have an understudy. Can we work this out? And he was like, no. He's like, if you go and do that movie, your understudy will take your place. And I was like,
wow.
So that was really like a pivotal moment for me. I was like, am I going to be a theater actor, or do I want to be a film actor? Yeah. And I sort of made that decision at that moment, and I was like, I want to be a film actor. Yeah. I want to be an on-screen actor more than I want to be a theatrical stage performer. And I love the stage. I was born on the stage, but I had to make that decision. I was at a crossroads, and I made that decision at that time. And then to come to find out, the movie shot 1 week after the play was on. And
so you could have did both.
I could have done both. I cried. I was like, but it was just it was what it was. And I was like, okay, God. I was like, all right. Like, I made a decision, and it was what it was. The movie, you know, it was an independent feature film. It had Lance Reddick in it. He played my dad.
Oh, wow.
And Lance Reddick from The Wire.
Uh-huh.
And so many other things. He's like super famous. So for me, that was just like, I'm gonna be famous. Like, I'm a kid, I'm in college, I'm like, I have to move to Hollywood. I have to leave everything and everyone because now my career is about to take off, darlings. And child, it was not that, okay? But that was my first big role. I had a trailer, honey. She had her name on her trailer, honey. She thought she was doing it, honey. What? And it was the light.
That was when you know. That was when you know.
You know, yeah, that's when I knew.
Wow. Has acting always been like a passion of yours? Is that always something that you've wanted to? This is who I'm going to be. This is what I love to do. I love to perform. Let's do it. It's always been that. Wow.
Always.
And to fulfill your dreams, you know, it's very special. You know, and I hope people watching this can like take something from this. Like, yo, don't ever quit or give up on your dreams. That's and your passion and what makes you the most happiest. You know what I'm saying? You continue to work at something long enough and you just perfect it, and it's repetition. You're gonna become a professional at that particular whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yo, shout out to you, yo, for really like pursuing and going after that and making your dreams come true. And I know you have so many really huge other goals like in life.
Gosh. I haven't even scratched the surface.
Haven't even scratched the face. And in fact, that actually was one of my next questions was, you know, what's some of your big dreams in entertainment in Hollywood, you know?
Wow. It's my hope and prayer that I can be a series regular.
Yeah.
Series regular.
I love that.
On a major show.
Yep.
That has longevity.
Yeah.
That's been my prayer for some years now.
Oh, that's gonna come true. I can't wait. Yeah, that's gonna be amazing. We're gonna come back. Look, we're gonna have you back on.
Listen, bring me back, honey. Bring me back. Let's check on Quin.
Yo, I'm so excited.
And I would love to do action films. Honestly.
Action films.
I don't know where I get the gumption, but I feel like, honey, look at these leather pants, honey. You could see her, honey. Jumping off of buildings, darling, squatting down, shooting guns. Like, she's here for it.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to see myself, like, as a badass, just like, like just assassin. Like,
I can see that.
I see you killing that. Serious. Like, I would love to be able to, like, get into that groove and, like, embody that type of character. And I would love also to do a period piece, a film from way back in the day, 1700s, 1800s, something like that, or Jesus even, period. It can be just anything, a period piece where you just have to really dig deep and really go into a space that you've never been, that I've never been before, where I can really explore some different things within myself and just within a character that I'm able to just peel back all the layers and just tap into something brand new. Like, I would love to be able to do that.
Yeah, that is great. I love that for you. For you. Who are some of your major influences in acting, as far as like who are some people that you inspired, that inspired you, that you watched growing up, that you like, that's my chick. Like, I'm her. I'm gonna be better than her, or I'm gonna be blah blah blah, or that's who I model my game after.
Well, The Color Purple is my favorite film of all time, and that film made me want to be an actor. So when I saw that movie when I was 6, I was just spellbound. Like, I was mesmerized. First of all, when I was little and young, I thought TV was real. Like, I thought a person was walking around with a camera following people in their real life, because my uncle, this was when camcorders were fairly new, like the 80s. Like these kids have no idea, don't
no
they?
idea.
Oh my God, they think cameras are just everywhere, because they are, but back then, so he would film the family functions and then he would put it on TV.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's how they're doing TV.
Yeah.
Someone's walking around people in their real lives and then they're putting it on TV for us to watch. It made sense to me at the time. So I thought The Color Purple was that. And so I'm watching the movie, I'm all involved, and I'm get to the scene where Sophia gets hit with the gets hit by the guy in the square, the town square, and trying to protect the mayor. And I cried, and I was just like so emotional. My mom's like, calm down, it's not real, it's just it's just a movie, everything is fake and pretend. And I'm like, what? What do you mean fake and pretend? She's like, they're actors, they're acting, and they learn their lines, and there's a director, and it's just pretend. And I'm like, what? I don't want to pretend and make you cry. And so it was literally that moment, like I knew like something in me happened. And from then on, I watched that movie every single summer, like every day of the summer. I would just sit in front of the TV and watch The Color Purple, and I literally memorized the whole movie. Whole movie.
Yo, that's crazy.
Every part, including all the animal noises.
Every part?
Every single...
Including the animals?
His art of that movie.
Wow.
And so, Whoopi Goldberg, one of my #1 inspirations. She's an EGOT winning artist. And Oprah Winfrey, of course. Everyone that's in that film. Margaret Avery, Donnie Glover, everybody. Akosua, Lucia. Everybody in that movie. And then I'm also incredibly inspired by the greats, Diane Carroll, Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte, Dorothy Dandridge.
All the legends.
All the legends.
Yeah, that's because that's our era.
Denzel, Halle, Sanaa, Viola. I can go on and on and on. The list is long. Jeffrey Wright. I mean, oh my God, I want to just name Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, like Meryl Streep. Like the list is long.
Word. Okay. All right.
My list is very long. I appreciate great art, great artists, and I can pull things from all of them, and I just appreciate their efforts and their work and how they make me feel when I watch their work. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We gotta shout out our sponsors real quick. We'll be back in 15 seconds. We'll be right back straight from Hollywood with Quin Walters and VP. Let's go.
Hey, Mr. Verano.
Summer is summer, wherever there's Don Julio. Summer on with Don.
Shout out to Don Julio. We are back. Thank y'all for sticking around. We're not going nowhere. We back.
We back.
Don Julio. I'm with Quin Walters. If you've been checking in already, Quin.
Yes. Ask away, Brandon.
Ask away. What's some of the biggest lessons you've learned since being in Hollywood? Like, as far as your career is concerned, some of the biggest lessons. You can give like one or two. If not, just one.
Some of the biggest lessons. One, I would say, a fellow actor said to me, he said, all that you have going on, all that you are, all your swag and all your Chicago-ness, he was like, keep that. He was like, keep that. Don't ever lose that. That makes you you. That makes you unique. Nobody else has that. Nobody else is bringing that. That's you. It's a part of you. It's authentic to you. Keep that. And I never forgot that. Like, that just always stuck with me. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta why would I let all this Chi-Townness go? I won't.
Wow.
So,
I've actually never, when you break it down like that, you know what I mean? Like, I understand it.
Because I have friends who have been coached to lose their dialects, lose their dialects, like from where they're from. If they have a thick accent, like if they're from the South or from the East or whatever, they're, coached to like get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, Hollywood's not gonna accept you if you like that. But let me tell you, baby, who is the #1 person of keeping they swag and blowing up? Tabitha Brown. Let's talk about it. That's my sister and my dear friend. Hey, Tab. And
my name.
Hello. And she's got a new clothing line at Target. Girl, you know I'm gonna always promote, okay? New York Times bestseller. That's my sis, and her seasoning is in the grocery stores.
Let's go.
But she that was her experience. She talks about it all the time. How, you know, she was like trying to use a different voice, but like when she got down to the nitty gritty of Tab and was using her real voice, that's when things opened up. And so that advice was actually given to me like not 20 years ago, like 15 years ago.
Voice, and that's your business.
That's your business. So before I even met Tab, because I met Tab like almost 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago. Before that, that's when that guy said that to me, and I just always remember that. And I'm like, I'll never lose that. Like, I still got my 773 area code. What? I still eat hot crunchy curls and Hilgles.
I'm sure everybody from Chicago like, hell yeah.
And Harold's.
You know what I'm saying?
But no,
Harold's fried chicken, right?
Harold's fried chicken.
Yeah, I know about Harold's fried chicken. They had
with
a
the
couple.
mouse sauce.
And Garrett's popcorn.
Garrett.
Yeah, I know about it.
But no,
a little bit, only a little bit, not much,
Yeah.
but a little bit.
It's important though, you know, because here's the thing: it's only one you. It's only one
Yeah.
BP. It's only one Quin. It's only one of everybody. So even if you have an identical twin, you're still your own individual. So it does not even serve you to try to be anything else than yourself. Try to emulate or be like somebody else. Just be you.
Yeah.
Just be you. You
Just
are
be
great.
you.
God made you great.
That's a great point for people listening who may want to, get into it to think that they have to be somebody else or whatever.
Never.
You just gotta be yourself.
Never.
You just gotta be yourself. Hollywood is gonna love who you are as yourself.
As you are.
As you are. That's real. Thank you for.
But you gotta love you first and know that you the shit first. You are the bomb as you are.
I appreciate you saying that.
And then, if you need to morph into another character, if you need to adopt another accent, another dialect, you can do that as an artist. You can do that. But like, just being you, it's only you. You know. Come on, you.
Okay, with a lot of actors now. Kind of. Okay, so I watch TV. I watch a lot of TV. I pay attention. And a lot of times you see in the credits, you'll see episode directed by, and it'll be like the lead character.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Do you have any aspirations to direct, to produce, to write? Or is it just more of the theatrical, the element of the performance? Any aspirations to get behind the camera at all, to direct maybe an episode or two or a movie or something?
You know, I've thought about it. I do have like a little mini desire. It's brewing right now. It's not like big and major right now. I've directed small things like web series and sketches and things like that. But like, I do have like a little burning desire to direct one day to see what it's like. I mean, you know, this art form is so expansive and it's just so many different areas of the craft that you can tap into and touch and explore. So I'm not closed off to it. I know directing takes a lot of work. The director is probably the most stressed person on set. They have to be a part of pre-production, the production, post-production, every little nuance, every single note, every single detail, the lighting, the this, the that, the actors. That it's so much. So one day maybe. One day maybe. Okay. I could see it down the line, like on some Debbie Allen. Like, I done built my career. Now let me get behind the camera. Like, I can see that down the line. Yeah.
That is what's up. I can't wait for that. I'm going to switch the tone just a little bit. You actually are responsible for providing one of my most memorable moments in Hollywood.
What?
Yeah, you are.
What is that?
It was Thanksgiving 2015. Thanksgiving 2015.
Oh my gosh, I remember.
Thanksgiving 2015.
Oh my gosh,
Thanksgiving
Brandon.
2015.
Yes.
You invited
a bunch of people.
You invited us all over for Thanksgiving dinner. And we were blessed. We were blessed. The company that you invited was blessed to be in the presence of the late great Chadwick Boseman. So that was a phenomenal Thanksgiving. That was a spectacular Thanksgiving that I will never forget. And I really appreciate it because you didn't, at the time, we didn't take for granted those moments, but you were so close to Chadwick. I just wanted to know if you could share maybe one fond memory, one great memory that you had, with Chad, just being out, something he might have said, or if it was something, because I'll tell you a story about that particular night, about Chad after you go ahead and give your story, but, just something that was like, oh damn, like Chad was with us, like that was funny. He did this, and this, and it was like, if you can, if it's too hard, I understand, but I just wanted people to know, like, like you and Chad, y'all were really close. That was your brother. And, so we try to remember all the good times about people. And one of those memories that you created for me is something I'll have for forever, because he made the candy yams. Yeah. He made the candy yams.
He made that.
Like, let me tell you, Chadwick made the candy yams. I'll tell her after this, but anything that you have, anything that you'd like to share, whatever.
So many memories.
If it's too hard,
and they're all good.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean.
No, it's okay.
I
just have so much love. This is love. This is, that's my brother. My daughter's godfather. Chad was so giving and so generous. He was just a selfless person. Like, anybody that knew him could say that about him. And he always, like, it was never like on the forefront. It was never like, I'm doing this for people.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It was just a part of his essence.
Yeah.
And he just brought that goodness and that grace and that generosity and that poise, and that true love for people in general. Wherever he went, Chad helped build my baby's crib. Mm-hmm. And like, I still have the matching dresser, because it's just like something, like I just can't get rid of it, because he was a part of that big part of my life. He was one of the first people to hold my daughter when she was first born. He was right there. He came to the hospital, and he was like just an amazing human being, and I miss him so much. And just like the goodness, like that goodness.
He was a great
guy. Goodness just is missed. Yeah. Just having good energy, good aura, somebody who's not at all pretentious, and somebody who's not at all Hollywood. He was the furthest from like a Hollywood person. Like, he was so just humble and just sweet and just yes.
Take time. I did not mean that. I did not mean no. I was my intention was to bring up like like the fun moments and things of that nature, and I know that, so it was, and I know how cool, just having a glimpse. Like I said, I thank you, because just having a glimpse into it, and just what you said, that was one of the things that I took from Chadwick the most, was how genuine and how real and how raw he was. Let me tell you, because when I was at your house for Thanksgiving that year, and I was walking around and I was getting my plate, and I think that was before I even went like vegan. That was before like my vegan vegetarian lifestyle. Okay, so at that point, well, candy yams is vegan, but anyway, I was like, I got some candy yams. I was like, yo, who made the candy yams? I was like, these are the best. I was like, these are the best candy yams I have ever tasted. And I was like, no disrespect to my mom, but I was like, I said it out loud, right? I said it out loud. After I took a bite, I was like, who made the candy yams? Right? And Chad was in the he was in the corner. He had that look, he gave you that look like, give you that look. He was like,
Cause he always would think before you speak.
yeah, he gave you that look. Like he do like this. He was like hugging his chin a little bit. He was like, oh, you like those? he said, oh, you like those? I said, dog. I said, you did these? He said, it's an old family recipe. And I was like, man, that was cool. Like, you know, it was like moments like that. And he came up to me and spoke, and like we talked, and he was like, it's an old family recipe. I've been making it for years, and so forth and so on. So, and then we ended up like playing games and like shadow boxing or slap boxing or something, watching the game. It was a bunch of stuff. It was like
stuff.
It was
music going.
It was just a really, really, really good time, and I wanted to like let you know that's one of my greatest memories, like of being in Hollywood. And I wanted to thank you for that because, you know, I didn't know what we was walking into. Like I didn't even know Chad was going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to thank you, and I wanted to just kind of just maybe remember the lighter side of him, just for a second. And I felt like we should talk about Chad more often. I feel like we should, you know, talk about him just as much as we talk about everybody else who's, you know, moved on. And, you know, so shout out to Chadwick, yo. Shout out to Chadwick.
My brother.
Yes, rest in peace, brother. We see you. We here, we laughing. I know you laughing too. You see Quinn, you with your sister. So honestly, Chad is right here. He in the studio audience watching us right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
He lives.
He lives. So, before we finish it out, we got a little segment where we gonna ask each other a couple questions.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Questions.
Okay.
I got my questions. You got your questions?
Yeah, I got my questions. I want to go ahead. Can I go ahead and start?
Please.
I can start with my question?
Come on, host. Let me see what you got.
$100,000 or a sit-down dinner with Whoopi Goldberg. Cash. $100,000 cash or a sit-down dinner. One dinner, 4 or 5 courses with Whoopi Goldberg.
Why would you?
That's the point.
Because it's something in me. It feels like if I had $100K, I probably could get a dinner with Whoopi because I could probably be in the same space as her. But then there's still no guarantee. You know what? I'm going to dinner with Whoopi. What? I'm going to dinner with Whoopi because
why? What's up?
That dinner is priceless. You cannot put a dollar amount on being next to the person who inspired me to become the actor that I am today.
Yep.
Period. Point blank. Whoopi, I love you. Yep. Let's do dinner. 5 courses, 7 courses, no less.
Yes, no less.
Are you serious?
No
like
less.
dinner with Whoopi. Like
dinner with Whoopi.
Of course.
I love it. That's a great answer. Because you know what, you're gonna get more than $100,000 worth of advice.
Worth of advice and
you're gonna get $100,000 in energy, like all of that. You're gonna get more than that.
It's priceless.
From the dinner.
You cannot put a dollar amount on an experience with Whoopi Goldberg.
It's not about the dollar.
It's not about the dollar.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Okay, I love it. That was a good question, Brian. Yeah, full of pressure. Okay. So, if you could charter a PJ right here, right now, in this second, like leave this studio right now, and you gonna get on a plane. All the food is taken care of, fine dining only, all the hotels, 5-star only, everything is included, and you get bags for shopping, whatever you want to spend, splurge. Where you going? Right now, tonight, right now. You don't get to change, you just got to walk out the door and get on the plane.
Bali.
You want to Bali?
Bali.
Why Bali?
I'm going to Indonesia.
Okay. Why? ¿Por qué?
Porque
that's not.
because for one, I'm very privileged to say I've traveled.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I've traveled. I've traveled the world twice. I've been a lot of places.
No.
A few places that's left on my list that I have not gone. That I would love to go to. Switzerland, Norway, Bali, and maybe that's it. Maybe them 3. I just want to go to them 3. Norway for the photography, Switzerland for the landscaping, and Bali for the spiritual. So I would go to Bali, and I would literally probably take like 3-4 weeks, go to Bali, and really get the full experience of being in Bali, adapting to their culture while I'm out there, tapping into another side of myself that I haven't visited yet. So yeah, Bali. I'm going to Bali.
Bali, that's dope.
I'm going to Bali.
That would be good.
I'm going to Bali.
I love it.
Okay.
Oh Lord, it better not be crazy, Brandon.
It is crazy.
Oh God.
You can only choose one.
Okay.
I sit down.
Jesus with these sit downs, boy.
They put I sit down with Oprah.
Jesus.
Or Beyonce.
Boy.
You can only choose one.
All right. Well, since I already chose Whoopi, that's my color, purple connect. I'm going with BB. Beyonce, sis, what you like to drink, sis? I'ma wear my ID port, okay? Since we out here in these streets, we're both mothers, we're both artists. Let's go.
Okay, I love that.
B.
That was easy.
I love Oprah. Oprah, I love you too. I'm gonna go with Beyonce.
And you can only choose one.
I can only choose one.
Hey, but you know what? Here's another positive about it. After you do that one with Beyonce, you gonna get the interview with Oprah.
Yeah, I'll just tell Beyonce to connect me to Oprah so that me and Oprah can have our sit down too. Wait, what? Like, we cool now, so go ahead and hook that up.
There it is.
Simple.
Yeah, let's do it.
Simple.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Next question. What's more important to you? Intimacy or financial stability?
More important to me. To me.
You can only pick one.
Only pick one.
You gotta have it. You cannot live without it. If you don't have this, you don't have it.
Intimacy.
Okay. Intimacy.
For me. Yes.
Wow, I'm surprised you said that as a man. I was gonna expect you to say financial stability because men are always like hung up on gotta provide, gotta have the money right, can't do life without money, can't get married, can't have kids, I gotta have my money right. And like they'll back out of relationships and situations and things like that if the money ain't right. So like I think that's interesting.
I feel like with me, if you intimate, if you're really with something, you got all that, you got all your affairs in order.
Yeah.
So the intimacy is the reward behind all of that.
Come on.
The financials, I mean, yeah, money's money, but like once you get to a status where it's like I don't really care about money, I make enough money, and because there's enough people that make thousands, millions, billions of dollars, but they don't have intimacy. They're alone. Like they got this big ass house, but they by themselves.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like if you have the intimacy, you'll have the financial stability because ain't nobody getting intimate with you if you ain't financially stable anyway.
Well, there be some broke lovers out there in the world, so don't get it twisted, okay? Shout out to all the broke lovers in the world. Eating ramen noodles together, okay? Sleeping on floor mattresses and watching TV on an iPad.
Okay, but in the modern day, in the modern world right now, you're not having intimacy if you don't have some type of financial stability.
Right, but you gotta choose one. You can't have both. I'm saying you gonna either be intimate and broke, or you gonna be rich and alone, my guy. Those are your options.
All right, okay, well.
Final answer.
I don't care. Listen, money is very important, but I don't care about money.
Ah, there it is.
Money is important, but I don't
is.
fucking care about money.
Here we go.
We all have money. We've got a lot of money. We've got a little money. Like
money comes, money goes.
Money comes, money goes. Who gives a fuck about money? Money is just energy. Mm-hmm. It really is. It's an exchange of energy. That's all it is.
Come on, brother.
So, for me, it's never about, like, the dollar amount. Like, if I'm doing something, it's doing something because I'm passionate about it.
Yeah.
And I'm passionate about my intimacy.
Come on, passionate about intimacy.
I am.
That's a hashtag.
I'm passionate about my intimacy. I'm sorry, if there's no intimacy, you have a dead version of me.
Yeah. Listen, I'm about the intimacy.
And the intimacy helps me go get to the bag.
I think so.
You feel me?
I think so. Because I feel like I'm going to get the bag regardless. So, yeah. I'm just saying. I'm not going to just sit and like cuddle all day. I'm a cuddle and work.
You're going to get to the bag regardless, so you're going to have the intimacy. You know what I mean?
So, I feel like...
All right, last question for me, and then I guess you can finish with your last question.
Okay.
we can wrap it. Cause I think we run out of time. But anyway, if you were to rewind the times.
Okay.
Let's say if you were to rewind the times and you go back in time.
Yeah.
Because of your love for hip hop and hip hop artistry.
Yeah.
Would you rather be a famous hip hop female artist, or would you still go the lines of where the road that you were going as far as being a famous actress?
That's so funny because when I was younger, I used to want to be a rapper, and my name was Sweet Tea. Why Sweet Tea? Not like sweet tea like that you drink, like sweet tea like T-E-E, because I had T's in my name, and I just thought that was like, I don't know, like in my government, y'all. I just thought that was, I don't know, unique to me. So my name was Sweet Tea, and I used to write rhymes, and like even when I got to LA, like I used to always like write my verse, my remix to a song that I love. And that's so funny you should say that. But my true passion lies in acting. So like I don't think I would have gone that route, but I also feel like maybe if I had the opportunity, maybe I would have dabbled in it. Like maybe if some producer came up to me like, yo, why don't you get us a shot? We got some free studio time.
Yeah.
Let's listen to those rhymes. I might be in the studio like spitting blah 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 blah. Who knows? I don't know. But I do enjoy trap karaoke to my core. Okay, I guess that's how I express my love for hip hop, and that's how I express.
And that just comes just from me, just knowing you as a person, and just knowing like the love for hip hop. So
I do.
thank you for answering that question. Now you have one more question for me, and then we'll wrap it up.
I got one more question for you. So my question for you is along the same lines: top female rappers of all time in your book. Go.
Top female rappers of all time in my book: Queen Latifah, MC Lyte. I'm gonna go.
I was gonna give you a top 5, but
Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, and Megan Thee Stallion.
Period. Oh my God, we have the same list.
Yeah.
I'm no joke. I'm serious. We have the exact same list.
For real?
I'm not kidding you.
In the same order?
I probably would have put MC Lyte first, but MC Lyte, Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
But yo, I'm very serious. That is my list: Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Megan Thee Stallion, Lil Kim. Like, stop playing with me.
Yeah, Nicki.
Nicki all day. I love
Nicki. Nicki might be
Nicki's flow is
out of
really
that whole
sick.
list. Out of the whole list, Nicki might be the coldest, in my personal opinion. That's just my opinion. Cause
MC Lyte was like the female version of Big Daddy Kane. She was like the female version of like of Rakim. Like her lyricism was like on another level. Like she was battling guys and like they could not hang with her. Like she had metaphors that was just out of this world and like I don't know.
I love Lyte.
Like Lyte as a rock?
Yeah.
What?
I love Lyte for real.
Are you kidding me? Cha Cha Cha's like my favorite song though. That's my favorite MC Lyte song. Yeah. She delivered.
Word. Well, Quin, I don't want to take any more of your time. This has been great. I just want to thank you for coming through and blessing us with your time and your presence and just, speaking freely and being real raw and, just kind of like tapping into it. We had this was a great interview, in my personal opinion, we did like this and it was good. It's what people want to see is I'm listening to the comments and I'm hearing what people are saying. So this has been phenomenal and I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful that you were able to come through and bless us. You are alumni, you are welcome back anytime. We're gonna do a whole alumni show one day where I got like everybody here and we're gonna do the whole shit. So, but thank you so much Tell the people where they can find you, your social medias, where can they subscribe, tell them the viewership, where they can see you at, all the above.
All the above, yes. At Quin Walters on Instagram. Make sure you follow me there. Also, follow my clothing line. I have an apparel line called Pretty Brilliant. And the is at Beyond Pretty Brand on Instagram. At Beyond Pretty Brand on Instagram. And I sell t-shirts and hoodies that say Pretty Brilliant because we all have some brilliance inside of us beyond our pretty surfaces.
Hey, yo.
Right?
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
So, yes, check me out every Wednesdays on BET, House of Payne, 8/7 Central, or is it 9/8 Central? Don't quote me on that. I think it's 9/8 Central. But anyway, it's on BET, so check your local listings.
Yeah.
And I play Laura on the show. And still out here grinding, doing my thing, working. Got some more projects coming up for you. So keep an eye on your girl.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Straight from Hollywood, I am at BP the Genius. This is at Quin Walters. You've been watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. If you enjoyed it, don't feel bad. Please don't hesitate to comment, like, share. Just pass it on to a friend and be like, you know what, this is kind of cool. You might want to check it out. I appreciate all the viewership. You know what I'm saying? Let's get our views up. Shout out to everybody watching Straight from Hollywood podcast. I'm your host at BP the Genius. You can follow me on all social media platforms at BP the Genius. And follow our Instagram page and Twitter page at Straight from Hollywood. You can see right now on the cue card at Straight from Hollywood. That's us. We out, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we'll see y'all next time, y'all. Peace.
Bye.